I've talked so much crap about this diecast the last 2 years, and guess what? This year, I'm gonna defend it. Here is Alex Bowman's 2020 Axalta Chevrolet Camaro. Howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again, back with another NASCAR diecast review. And today's car is going to be Alex Bowman's 2020 Axalta Chevrolet Camaro. Now, this is the same paint scheme as his 2018 and his 2019. Of course, he took this car to Victory Lane at Chicagoland Speedway. That was a really cool diecast, I gotta say. So if you want to see that paint scheme, guess what? Link down below in the description. So here's the first 2020 release for Alex Bowman. I tell you what, it's not the most flashy paint scheme, but I gotta say, from a first glance, it looks so much better on the 2020 Camaro. I gotta say, it looks so much better on this car. I'm excited to get this thing out of the box. And of course, the Hendrick Motorsports boxes are not exactly the most exciting, but this diecast sure is. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this 2020 Alex Bowman the Showman Axalta Chevrolet Camaro out of the box. Alrighty, folks, brand new out of the package, and here it is, folks. Alex Bowman's, well, first diecast release of the year. And I got a quick question for all the Bowman fans out there. I know my good buddy LW3 could probably answer this. What is his primary? Is it Axalta? Is it Cincinnati Industries? Is it that kind of like generic Chevrolet car, like the black car with like the yellow little graphics on the side that has like NOCO or a Champion or something on the hood? Whatever it may be. But anyways, this is the same paint scheme as 2018, but obviously it's on the brand new mode. And I tell you what, man, this new 2020 Camaro mode is absolutely beautiful, man. So over here to the nose of this car, you got Axalta there. It doesn't say whatever. Ajaxa, what was it like that Robbie Noonan got on his car? He said Ajaxa, or I forget what it was. It was so freaking bad, that diecast he got, man. It was literally the Axalta logo, but backwards. It was awful, bro. So you got the NASCAR Cup Series logo there. You got your dual bow ties there. That's all good and dandy. I just noticed the blue on this car, and for whatever reason, it kind of has like a blue, like a dark metallic, which is quite interesting. And of course, the William Byron Axalta car, which we reviewed yesterday. Go ahead and check that out down below in the description. But this one does have a metallic blue. It's very similar to how the William Byron Axalta car is. You could probably see it a little bit better there. It's almost like a grain of sand, fine glitter. Not really a glitter, but, actual metal flake looking pattern. Very, very nice. So you go over here to the nose. You got the Camaro ZL1 badge there. You got the Hendrick Motorsports decal there. You got 3M Sunoco. Got the 88 there. Very sharp, very nice. And you know how the graphics are like. It just feels like it just shoots up from the front here, right? And it just shoots back like a wing, man. It looks pretty aggressive. Looks pretty fast, if you ask me. And then over here to the left side of this car, and unlike the Kevin Harvick diecast, and I think one of the Chris Buescher cars as well, they actually have a properly sized name rail logo here. I mean, you got the Alex Bowman logo there, very sharp. I like the font on that. I like how he does his first name there. I like how he does it like in a very ornate, very fancy pattern. And the Bowman is just all of a bold racing font, very nice. Obviously, that's actually really cool. They included the Auto Club race win sticker to this. That is actually quite interesting. That's the first 2020 car that actually have a race win sticker on it, I think. That's quite interesting. So yeah, they got the Auto Club Speedway race win sticker there. I believe this is the first one. Maybe I'm wrong on that. You got Microsoft there, which wasn't on the cars last year, ironically enough. Even though they sponsored Dale Earnhardt Jr. at Sonoma, I think it was 2014. I noticed they were on Jimmy Johnson's 2020 car, so I'm guessing they picked them up as a associate sponsor. So you got Valvoline there. That's all good and dandy. You got Axalta right there. Freightliner, Mack Tools, Simeon's, Cincinnati Industries, got Axalta there, and it appears to me that the whole 88 here is just kind of far up here. Maybe it's supposed to be like that, but it looks like it's pretty close to the driver window net there. So you got Alumar down here on the right rear, and it's so weird not seeing that Nationwide logo there. Of course they jumped off the Hendrick Motorsports bandwagon after 2019. They just left NASCAR pretty much entirely. I think they kind of pulled a Lowe's, and they're kind of going towards the football stuff. How Lowe's has like a game show or whatnot for football. I think Nationwide is doing the same thing with Peyton Manning, ironically enough. So Alex Bowman, I mean, there was a lot of talk that this cat was not going to be back in 2021, but he signed the 1-year contract extension. He wins Fontana. Chevrolet helps him out with some sponsorship. So, I mean, there was a lot of sponsorship issue for Bowman, and guess what? They finally picked it up. I think Hendrick had a big hand in that. Obviously, you know, he owns his own dealerships. He's very close with Chevrolet, so I'm so glad they worked out a deal, because I really think Bowman deserves the ride at Hendrick Motorsports. Of course, you got your NASCAR race car logo there. You got NASCAR Cup Series as well, and you got Goodyear there. It's a little bit high up there, unfortunately. And also the side logos on this, it's kind of weird. It looks like a day glow, but it really doesn't reflect like a day glow. Like it's like a what would you call it? A dull day glow, if that makes any sense. That's how it looks like to me. And then up here to the caboose of this diecast, you see the Chevrolet bow tie there. It's a little bit, well, the background on it, it's a little bit off-centered. You got Axalta coating systems. You got the 88 there. You got ZL1 Camaro 1LE. I still don't know why they're trying to spell out like a robot serial number. I say cereal, I'm thinking about Fruity Pebbles again. I don't know why they try to do that. So you got Valvoline there, you got the Camaro logo, and it appears to me that the A, the R, and the O on Camaro is a little bit more scrawny than the CAM, ironically enough. But you can really see the blue metallic on the back end of this car, and I don't remember that. Being on the 2018 and 2019. I would grab the 2019 car, but it's actually in one of those clamshell packages, because it's going to be turned into a DURALAST Cup Series Season 2 champion diecast. Yeah, this cat won the championship of the DURALAST Cup Series. Yeah, if you don't know what the DURALAST Cup Series is, it's pretty much the most original diecast series on YouTube. You know, I build the racetracks, unscripted diecast racing. You know, you push the cars in, the best diecast wins. Well, this cat won the Bristol race, only one win in Season 2, but he pointed his way through, and he won the championship over his teammate William Byron, Ryan Newman, Austin Dillon, a whole bunch of cats. I'll be making a championship raced version diecast. I have a whole playlist down below in the description dedicated to every single DURALAST Cup Series race. Check it out. I tell you what, man, it's unlike anything you see on YouTube. I tell you what, it's completely unscripted, very cool stuff. Anybody can win. Any diecast can win, and that's coming back. Season 3 is coming back August 2nd for the DURALAST Cup Series Daytona 500. And, of course, you know, July 30th, we'll have the dual races to set the field for the Daytona 500. So that's going to be extremely exciting. And I can finally announce we're going to have a brand new graphics package as well. And all I can say is a little bit of a tidbit here. If you like the 2005 springtime NASCAR coverage, well, you might like Season 3's graphics. And you know, when I'm looking at this diecast, I gotta be like for real here. I gotta be like 100. This thing actually has very good quality. I mean, besides the 88 being a little bit too far up and maybe a little paint spot there and there or whatnot, I gotta say, this thing really has good quality. Like, honestly, like, you know, everything kind of checks out on this, ironically enough, which is, you know, kind of unusual for some of these Lionel cars, to be honest with you. Of course, you got the 88 there on the roof, and you got Axalta here. Now, I do have something, a bone to pick with this. I mean, you can't even read it, for one. If I had to pick one thing, this would be one of them. But this is not Lionel's fault. This is obviously Hendrick Motorsports. You know, they send them the decal wraps, and Lionel kind of toys with it and gets it to fit on the diecast, you know. But yeah, you got Axalta coating systems. You can't even read it, you know. You have the white text there, but you got like I said, a dull day glow below it. So, I mean, white and yellow, you can't read it. And of course, since this is a, well, you know, and of course, since this is a 2020 car, you got the front windshield decals there, and you got your rear windshield decal as well. You got Bowman, you know, Cup Series, all that good jazz. And for whatever reason, they didn't even put Hendrick Motorsports or anything on the deck lid, ironically enough. Alrighty, folks, that is it for today's NASCAR Diecast review. I tell you what, man, I'm not a fan of the 2018. I'm not really a fan of the 2019, even though he won a Chicago race in it. But I tell you what, man, this thing actually looks so much better on the 2020 Camaro. I feel like with the car being a little bit wider and there not being a decal in the front and a decal, you know, design in the back, I feel like the side wings, if you will, kind of a little bit more potent with this paint scheme. So yeah, I don't really mind it too much on the 2020, and it's going to be interesting to see this car on track for the DURALAST Cup Series literally later this month. I don't know which car is going to be running for the 500 in case they release any other Alex Bowman diecast before then, but if they do, I tell you what, every single Gold Series release we'll have on the channel. You can stay tuned for that. And of course, till August 2nd, we'll have a diecast review every single day, guys. I mean, every day, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Diecastbuffet. And so with all that being said, folks, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Helps out the channel tremendously. I hope to see y'all in the next video. What a freaking awesome Alex Bowman diecast. I know Little Wrangler 3 is going to really like this car. I tell you what, man, I'm freaking excited. I can't wait to see the other cars. I think they're making the Cincinnati Industries car. I think they're making that car. At least I hope to God they do. I hope to God they do, because I know Alex Bowman had a few cars DMP'd, but I hope to God they make that car, because it's a fantastic looking paint scheme. With all that being said, folks, Diecast Buffet with a very cool Axalta car signing off.